Today I want to talk to you about the Sabbath rest. I preached on this on Sunday and I want to do a short devotional about it today. In today's world, we have an epidemic of tired people. People that are just exhausted. They work too much. They're too busy with recreational activities or just taking care of all the things they have, keeping up with the relationships that they have, taking care of their property, their hobbies, and all of their stuff, upgrading their TVs and their phones and everything. Like, we're just so busy with all of the details in our life that everybody is just tired all the time. They're exhausted. Well, God has a very simple solution for this. It's a solution for rest. God created a non-negotiable day of rest, which we entered a negotiation to, and we took it out of our life, making ourselves exhausted and tired, and not properly getting that refreshment day, that day of rejuvenation in our life, and reconnecting with God after the busyness of the world tried to take us away from that. And so in the very beginning of the Bible, God created the heaven and the earth. Genesis chapter 2, verse 1 through 3 says, "Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. By the seventh day, God finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. And God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done." In the Hebrew, the word rest, God rested. The word rest means to cease or to desist. God stopped working. On the seventh day, God had been working. He had created people. He had created the planet. He had created all the animals, the ocean, the sky, the earth. And then he rested. He ceased from working, and we're called to cease from our working on our Sabbath. In the Hebrew, the word for holy in this passage, he made this a holy day, means to set apart or consecrate the day. To set the day apart or consecrate it. It means that it's an uncommon day. It's an uncommon day. Today's Christian church celebrates their Sabbath, or observes their Sabbath, I should say, on Sunday. In the Old Testament, it was originally observed on Saturday, but we observe it on Sunday. And we treat it not as a uncommon day. We treat it as a common day. What do I mean by that? Well, think about Christmas for a minute. Christmas is a special day. It's a holy day. It's an uncommon day. So what do? We spend a whole month getting ready for it, working on all the details so that that day can be a special day. We pass out presents, and then we sit around tables and we try to enjoy time with family and friends. We spend a whole month of common days getting ready for an uncommon day. Well, on Sunday, most of us catch up on laundry, go to the grocery store to get groceries for the rest of the week, do yard work, try to catch up on things like that. We take this uncommon day and we treat it as a common day. We use the uncommon day, the holy day, to do the uncommon work to prepare. Most of the things we do on Sunday are to get ready for Monday. But God has called us to use this as a day where we cease from working, and we treat it as a set apart day for worshiping him and honoring him. And so can you imagine what would happen if we did the least amount of work as possible on Sundays? If we prepared for Sunday on Saturday and Friday, and then when Sunday came, instead of working all day long, we actually rested. We actually worshiped. We actually were able to focus on worshiping at church, because we weren't so excited for what we had to run out the door to do for the rest of the day. God actually gave us this idea of the Sabbath in the Ten Commandments. It's in the top 10 commandments that are in the Bible. It's the fourth commandment. And the first one is that He's God, we have no other. And the second, the first one is He's the Lord our God, we shall have no other gods before Him. The second is we shall have no images of a God, no false gods at all. And the third is that we should not misuse His name. The fourth is that we are to honor His day. Exodus chapter 20 verse 8 through 11 says, "Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, your manservants or maidservants, nor any of your animals, nor the alien within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, but He rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy." The Sabbath is a holy day. We are commanded to not work on it, to rest on it. When we rest, we worship Him as the Creator. When we rest, we worship Him as the Redeemer. When we rest and worship Him, we're able to settle our souls and to appreciate Him for who He is. When we rest, instead of accomplishing the work that we have our mind set on, we accomplish rest for our souls. We settle our minds, we rejuvenate our body, and we engage our mind and heart in appreciating the Creator of the universe and the Redeemer of our soul. So the Sabbath shouldn't be some sort of possible thing that fits into your schedule. It should be a priority, an uncommon day that we treat the common days to prepare for, and then we rest, we worship, we give our hearts to God. How hard would it be to clear your schedule for this? I don't know, only you do. But if you don't, you're burning yourself out and you're missing this gift of connecting with God, resting your body, and recovering your soul for the week that is to come. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a couple take it further questions. I'm going to give you a couple scripture verses and ask you some questions. I'm not going to read them. You got to hit pause on the video, read them yourself, and then answer the question that I'll put up on the screen for you. Take it further. Read Isaiah chapter 58 verse 13 through 14 and answer these questions.